we had to teach him the ways of winning. You don't get a player from Wolves and tell a Wolves player win me the league title. My guy's never seen a league title in his
He's
life.
taking the piss. He came from
I need to show
Sporting.
this guy how to win league titles. So,
Callum, who's your striker?
Haaland, 100%.
huh?
Without a doubt. He's been disappointing this year.
What? Worse than Jackson?
Bro, no one's asking you who's the better striker.
Yeah, but
That's not what we're asking
yeah, but
you.
it's Nicholas
Jackson,
Jackson. Like
who does
Nicholas
this to
Jackson,
the
we all know
fan
is
base?
terrible.
This is open sitters.
So does Haaland.
Like, through on goal.
So does
To be fair,
Haaland.
so is Haaland, to be fair.
Sitters. Goes past everyone, bro. Empty goal, not on
At
target.
least he goes past
Saliba.
everyone.
But this guy,
Your boy's
even
just
headers,
clunking around like a League Two player.
Yo, what is everyone saying? Welcome back to another episode of the Total 90 Pod. With the Premier League season coming to an end, it is time to make our combined most underwhelming or flop 11 of the season. Joining me today, I want to introduce him first this time because when it comes to being underwhelming, his team certainly knows what that means. Ali, what are your thoughts on people saying that Chelsea, after back-to-back disastrous seasons for a big club, should be removed from the top 6? What do you think about that?
Those people don't understand heritage. This is not a 1 season, 2 season thing. You need to let us cook in it. Something's coming.
Okay. I've been in the kitchen waiting and nothing's really happening, but no problem. It's cool. Next up, his team might be favourite for the league title right now, but he has got some players that many would argue have been somewhat underwhelming this season. Hamza, how are you feeling? Are you confident about the league this season?
Yeah, I'm confident. Although this is the weakest City side we've had, been poor, but people are not taking advantage. That shows you how I've controlled this league.
This guy. Why does he always say I as if he's the one like playing on the pitch every time? And lastly, after Havertz crashed it on Spurs this weekend, the Tottenham fans have gone into hiding. They've done a runner. So instead, we have an unbiased representative from QPR to sort out any disagreements we may have. Callum, how are you feeling after your much improved performance on the last time you were on the pod, mate?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, I didn't disgrace myself again, so hopefully it's all up from here.
We shall see. The concept is very simple. We'll start from goalkeeper and each name a player that we think has been underwhelming or they failed to meet expectations. They've been terrible, whatever it may be. It can be new signings. It can be old players. Doesn't matter. Once we agree on one player, we go to right back, centre back, all the way till we make our front three and have a combined 11. Without wasting more time, make sure you've liked the video. Put your team in the comments maybe. Let's get cracking. Has anyone got a goalkeeper for me? The most underwhelming or a flop goalkeeper? Because I have one for certain.
I wouldn't call him a flop, but I'd say it was an underwhelming signing for me, and that's David Raya. I just feel like there was no need for him in it. Like Ramsdale was.
Is that how we started this video?
That's how it started.
Is that how we started?
Yeah, man. People want to give him.
Do you understand the concept of the video?
Yeah, he's underwhelming for me because people are giving him all of this, hype and that. But look at him for his performances, his mistakes, isn't it? And does there need to sign him? I don't know.
I'm sorry, no one even gassed him when he was signed. Yeah, people were saying, "Oh, I don't know, like Ramsdale, like we like you." Like if anything,
is that what you men were saying?
I definitely was saying that. I was like, I don't know if he's better than Ramsdale, bro. I mean, I haven't seen that. It took me a long time to warn him after like Luton and that. But I mean, you're talking about a man who has the most clean sheets in the league and has enabled us to play the way that we're playing.
That's because you got the best defense in the league, innit? It's not. Ramsdale would have kept him exactly the same.
So why were you struggling to put Arsenal players in your defense for team of the season when we did that video? Then why were you worrying about that?
Because I hate Arsenal.
Okay, and there we go. And on that note, my goalkeeper is going to be Robert Sanchez. Because to sign a keeper, because you've got so many bad keepers, and then that keeper you signed already gets replaced by another keeper who's now starting to look bad as well, that's underwhelming. Robert Sanchez, that's disgusting. Petrovic might be a run of bad form, I don't know, but Sanchez, that guy's meaty. Hamza, are you agreeing?
Sanchez been, that was a weird... You can't be a top club and sign these guys from Brighton and all that stuff.
I don't think he was even second choice at Brighton, let alone his starting.
He was signed to be second choice.
Like Petrovic, I know Petrovic.
He was signed to be Chelsea second choice. Behind who?
Behind Kepa, but Kepa ended up leaving right at the end.
But Kepa...
Kepa's not even
We
starting.
had no intentions of
No.
letting Kepa go.
He's holding bench at Madrid.
So you
He's
wanted
holding bench for Madrid
Sanchez
already,
to
under
hold
Nuno.
bench for someone that's already holding bench
At the
elsewhere.
biggest club in the
And
world.
now he's holding bench.
He's holding
for
bench at the
someone
biggest
else.
club in the world.
That,
Yeah, and they're
that
playing
is
Lunin in goal
staggering.
at the moment.
We can't say
Ah,
Sanchez
man.
was underwhelming. Like, who was expected? It's Robert
He was
Sanchez, bro.
underwhelming.
I think that's the
He was
equivalent
underwhelming,
of
bro.
David Raya, innit? And then
No,
it
it's
is,
not.
man. It's the same kind of signing.
Callum, who? No, it's not. Callum, who's it? How is it the same? Bro, ours starts for us, bro. What do you mean it's the same? Ours plays. What are you talking about? Who's the goalkeeper, Callum?
I had Sanchez down as
Oh,
well.
come
I also had
on.
an honourable mention of Vlachodimos at Forest. They signed two goalkeepers in Turner and Vlachodimos, and then in January they had to go sign another goalkeeper in Sales, and they're just awful defensively. And yeah, I don't rate any of their keepers. I think all their keepers are terrible personally.
All right, well, two of us have Sanchez. Hamza, who was your goalkeeper? Did you say who?
I had that guy, Sanchez guy for Chelsea.
Okay, so three of
I
us.
thought
Oh,
the
lovely.
guy, is he holding bench for Chelsea as well?
Yeah, he is. They're
Yeah.
playing Petrovic for the
man,
last month or
he's
two.
he's a bum, man, that guy.
Petrovic is
unbelievable.
cold. That's why, man. We didn't expect it. What do you want us to do?
Last few weeks, I don't know if Petrovic would agree himself on that. To be honest with you, he's been looking a bit shaky. But hey, there we go. We get our first player in. It is going to be Robert Sanchez in goal. We go to right back. I'll start with Callum on this one. Who's your right back?
I picked Trippier. I think he's been incredibly disappointing, considering how good he was last year. I know he's had a little bit of an injury history this year, but even when he's been playing, he's been god awful, like really bad defensively, and he hasn't really been posting much assists either. So yeah, I'd pick Trippier.
Yeah, that brother. The moment he started barking, how many injuries? I said, yeah, man. You can't be making excuses like that. I think Hamza's somewhat a fan of Trippier. If I remember.
I had Reece James.
What?
Okay. Now go on, tell us.
Why. I think you have to hold that L because availability. This guy is a captain.
It's a good point.
Team. He's never available. When the team has needed him most is this year. He keeps getting injured all the time. I just don't know, man. I just don't know.
No, I hear it. They're saying that his captain work from home. I've heard that one for sure. And even when he's playing, I'd argue there were some very big question marks about him in his performances. They're calling him all sorts of names. Ali, what do you think about Reece James?
No, I think the Reece James shot is ridiculous, isn't it? My man's been injured almost the entire season. He's had a couple cameos here and there, and even in those cameos, his chances created were quite good. His defensive work might not be up to the same standard, but he's just coming back from injury. Like, what do we expect of the guy? He's not a machine.
Are you saying, everyone fully fit? Does he start with Augusto?
Yeah. Well, we ain't got a real left back, so you know what I mean. Gusto has got other positions he can help us out in, but Reece James definitely starts off with Gusto in it. He's a bit more polished.
Fair enough. So who was your right back? I think you were nodding your head when Callum said Trippier.
Yeah, for me it's Trippier, man. People love to gas him up because of the free kicks and set pieces, but that run, I think in that like December, maybe January period, he was going through it, and that period alone is enough to get him in there. And it's not as if he recovered to like amazing heights now. Like he's just kind of coasting through.
Not even that period. I would say that one mistake against Mudryk is enough. You know what? Yeah, God. So there we go. Trippier will be our right back. All right, then. On to our centre backs. We have a right centre back. I'll let Ali kick us off on this one. Ali, right back. What are you thinking? Or centre back, rather.
All right. So this is where I show some self-awareness. And put up a Chelsea player.
First time for everything.
A man that, to be honest, I didn't even have expectations for, but he came in for decent money and he's looked a bit of a bozo sometimes, even though he has had good games. Disasi.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
Callum, your thoughts on that, Callum?
Out of all of the defenders, I would have said maybe he wasn't one that he would have picked. I would have thought he would have picked someone else. But Fez, if you think Disasi's been the worst out of them, then fair play.
I don't think he's been the worst out of our defenders.
I'm not going to argue.
But in terms of expectations,
really?
He's not been the worst out of our ones, innit? But if we're looking at like...
Who would you say has been the worst, in your opinion?
No comment.
No, I like a comment.
No, come on, we'd like to
understand.
I think it's been Badia Shield, isn't it? Like, if we're talking about performances.
Interesting.
Oh man, I just remember.
That's interesting because I remember Chelsea fans saying that he was their best centre back when he was injured, towards the beginning of the season.
Do you know what I remember, Callum? I remember, because my right centre back, I remember that someone on this panel, his name is Ali, he said that Badiashile will most certainly be in our top 10 centre backs list this season because last season he wasn't in. And so expectations, I mean, I'm being told that he's meant to be a superstar, top 10 centre back, and I think you can name off maybe 30 or 40 and he wouldn't get in.
He's had a lot of injuries this year and hasn't been playing consistently. So,
and when he has played,
when he has played, it's been one-off games and he's looked bad. He's looked a bit shaky, but he's young. What were the expectations for real?
Callum, I know you said you were struggling for your centre backs, but did you have any in mind?
Yes, I did have one.
Okay.
I picked James Collins. No, it's not James Collins, is it? The one who's at Brentford from Wolves.
Nathan
Forget
Collins.
his first name.
Nathan.
Oh,
Nathan Collins. That's the one. Yeah. James Collins. He's the old ginger guy from West Ham from like 10 years ago. What am I on about? No, Nathan Collins. The one from Brentford. Obviously, they've been struggling this year mainly due to goals, but even defensively, I think they've been relatively poor. And they spent like 30 million, I think it was, on him from Wolves, and Wolves only sold him because of FFP reasons. And obviously, you look at Wolves now; they're like 10th, is it 10th or 11th in the league? They're flying, and obviously Gary O'Neill, huge respect to him. I think he's doing a fantastic job over there. But I just think for someone who's been signed recently and the money they spent on him, I just think he's been pretty underwhelming, to be honest.
Yeah, I hate to say it. Like, I like him though, man. So I can't really back it because I like him too much.
Fair enough.
Like he's made a couple mistakes. I definitely hear that, but I'm not going to be putting him in there. So mine is Badiashile. At this point, we have to wait for Hamza, to be honest with you, to see what is. How can this brother dip for like 10 minutes, bro?
As he said,
there's only so much footage I can use. No, he's not saying it. I asked him everything good, literally 9 minutes ago, and he has yet to reply.
Surely, because he could either hear us or you just reply.
Sorry, I had an emergency.
All good.
A&E was calling.
I hear it. I hear it. No problem.
I was on call, but it doesn't happen. I was like, false alarm. What the hell?
Fair enough. That's where our NHS money's going, man.
Hold on. Get that shit, man. He was gonna go off. I felt that vibrating, so I had to stop it.
Yeah. Do you mind if I keep that one in, or do I have to crop that the NHS stuff or whatever?
That's fine. No, that's okay.
Okay, calm. All right. We're on right centre back. So can you give us a centre back? So Ali gave us Disasi. I said Badiashile. Callum has said Nathan Collins.
Oh,
you can agree with one of us.
Chelsea. Oh my god, I'm smoking Chelsea's team. Yeah, but Badiashile, man.
What do you think about Ali saying that he's going to be a top 10 centre back this year? That's what he said last year.
You know what? You know one thing about those two, yeah. Disasi and Badiashile for Monaco conceded 58 goals in one season, and they signed them both as a centre back. That was a red flag. That was already a red flag, bro. How come PSG are not signing these guys? 58 goals in a season. In a league. In not a farmers league, but bro, Nice and Lorient and Lens and Metz was scoring.
I mean, I can't comment because my centre backs came from France too. But mine.
Your one was elite. Saliba was known to be elite. But these guys conceded 58 goals. That's appalling. That's when I knew these guys are not.
So who would you go for at right centre back? Or you can have both centre backs, to be fair, if you want both of them.
You know what? I'll take the Badiashile, definitely.
Okay.
Well, Badiashile is the left centre back. Let's not shoehorn him in there.
Him and Disasi, man.
Okay, no problem. We can have both if you want.
Disasi on the right. Badiashile on the left is fine. What are you doing? Anyone's going to argue, are we? We're not going to argue, are we?
No, because I'll be honest. By the way, Callum, your audio thing is gone mad loud again.
Sorry.
All good. I don't mind doing both of them, but I had Aged in mind. Because ever since like the World Cup, when he was getting gassed and he came to West Ham and that, the season since then, he's been having howlers upon howlers. Now they rather play even like Mavropanos and Zuma and that over him. So I think Aged deserves to be a shout. And I feel like it'll be a bit harsh to just have like 78 Chelsea players. But at the end of the day, a big club finishing, 17th, it's not very good, is it? So I don't mind if you might want that. Do you guys have any other centre backs, or is it a Badiashile and Aged vibe?
The only other person I had was Trusty. and that's just because
Okay.
Sheffield
He's
United are
just shocking,
terrible, and
innit?
he's been
I hear that.
terrible, like terrible.
Mm-hmm. Do you have another centre back for us?
No, I was kind of struggling for a left centre back. Like I was toying around with putting Varane in there for all of his like complaining and inconsistency.
Yeah. I
So
hear that.
I think that might be a decent shout. But yeah, French centre back pairing. It looks like.
You have to sell it to us, otherwise it is going to be Badiashile and Disasi. So sell us Varane
if
if
we're
you
looking
want.
at expectations, look, Badiashile has been injured a lot
Mm.
of this season, innit? He's not looked good when he's
Okay.
played, but he's played maybe 10 games
Mm.
max, innit? Like, he's not played that much, innit?
Okay.
Varane is meant to be their starting centre back. He's meant to be him and Martinez. They're the guys for Manchester United. And bro's complaining about heading the ball too much, innit? He's a centre back, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
It's fair enough. Callum or Hamza, have you been moved, or do you want Disasi and Badiashile?
I'm more than happy to have Darcy and
Zazi and
Badiashile.
Badiashile, man.
Okay, I'm sorry, Ali. You tried your best. For what it's worth, I didn't want both of them. I would have been comfy with Aged, but no dramas. So we'll go with Badiashile and Disasi as our centre back pairing. Incredible, because we might move on to left back. I mean, I'm trying to think of now a player that's not Chelsea, because unfortunately, the two names that come to mind do happen to play for Chelsea. So Ali, kick us off on the left back for us. Do you have one that we can maybe think about? So I want to not go Chelsea, but I don't know where else to
I have
go.
got a non-Chelsea one. To be fair.
Okay, you start then, kind of go for it.
Okay, so
Save Ali.
he's with this player. He's known for his versatility, supposedly, to play
Okay.
right and left back and cover both positions.
Okay.
And I think when you're being held out of the team by the likes of Dan Burn, Emil Kraft, and Jacob Murphy, even at fullback, I think Livramento has been incredibly disappointing for Newcastle. And he holds the bench so much. And when you're getting held back by these guys, and you're a young up-and-coming player, I think that's incredibly disappointing.
What about that Chelsea player that went to Newcastle? That left
That's
back.
Livramento.
No, the other left
No.
back.
Bro, yeah, what's he done
Lewis
to you,
Hall.
bro?
Lewis Hall.
Like, just because he's
Yeah, he's not done anything.
put my man in. You don't even know his name. The expectations.
No, he went there and he's not done anything.
What was he
No,
meant to
I'll be honest,
do?
I think it's a bit harsh. I don't think Livramento's been bad when I think he's been good when he played. I think the issue is he's not like, it's more on Eddie Howe than Livramento. I feel like whenever I've seen him, I'm like, you know what, that's a good player there. Why isn't he playing? I
Fair
might
enough.
go super against the grain here, you know, because I was thinking only Chelsea, but I think there's an Arsenal left back that you have to look at as well, you know. Believe it or not. Sorry, Arsenal. I know. If you're watching this, still invite me to games, yeah. But I'm not gonna say anything. But I'll let you guys push that one if you want. Does anyone want to put an Arsenal left back in there, perhaps?
Arsenal's left back.
An Arsenal left back. There is a Arsenal left back that has been, compared to last season, quite underwhelming, in my opinion. It may or may not be. As a Arsenal fan who likes to working with Arsenal,
That's the name
it's
I
not
had
what I'm
written down.
saying. Oh, is it?
Yeah, I didn't have many. I couldn't think of many left backs that don't wear Chelsea
Yeah.
blue that haven't been at their best this season, and he wasn't, you know what I mean, number one. But I wasn't sure is he just bad, like at this point in it, like we know he's not good, but you know what I mean. He does seem to carry on not playing well, so I'd still have him there.
All right, so I am putting forward Zinchenko, but would you mind say Cucurella and Chilwell are still like having to be in there? Because I wouldn't mind chucking in Zinchenko if guys wanted it to like not be biased or whatever. But
no, I just put for instance, I put Livramento forward as just a non-Chelsea pick. But if we were being serious, like it's 100%, you could pick either Chelsea left back. And it's a fine pick.
Let's evaluate this properly. We started off the season with both two of them injured. Levi Cole was playing left back.
Okay.
And then Chilwell's come in and out. Don't get it wrong. No, Chilwell's not that good in it for me. He's not amazing, but he played as much this season. Cucurella has been a little bit inconsistent, but he's had some very good games this season. I point you to Arsenal at the Bridge. Very good game.
You called that one a good game.
It was a good game,
Fair
man.
enough. He made about 8 fouls, and then he got caught for the equalizer. Fair enough. That's a cold game. Hamza, you have a left back for us?
I'm thinking people used to say Barbido, but now people have regret. Remember Vardy was being brought in as a flop of the season.
You're lucky he scored like 3 goals in the last. Because now everyone's gassing him.
He's been carrying us, bro. This guy's taking us to the Bernabeu right in Madrid.
Yeah,
And then he's winning us league title probably. He might be
he's
one of the
winning you
signing
league
of the
title. Oh,
season.
look at what they're doing.
Huh?
Guardiola is winning them the league title. Yes, that's what's happening, bro.
Yeah, no, but he's probably taking us to the top, this guy.
You could have
he's
not
been
signed
impressive.
him and you'd still be in the same position that you are now.
No. After he's been
But
class.
well done. He scored 3 goals. So let's also say Gabriel was the best defender of all time.
But at the Bernabeu, to score a goal like that's mad.
Premier League conversation, tell him about Bernabeu. I mean, I'm
You
sorry.
might look into that Nottingham Forest win as a crucial win to win the league. So
Okay.
you might come to that. Look,
You might.
I think Zinchenko probably, this guy is I'm so glad he left my club because I said to City fans for a while, man, that guy, I said he cost me that Champions League. Havertz playing. You know, the Havertz scored in the final. Everyone blamed we didn't play. That guy was a bozo. He played Havertz on side. And I remember
it was Havertz intelligence. It was Havertz
No,
intelligence.
he played Havertz on side. And Havertz then scored a goal. So to me,
fair enough.
He's that guy. I have to put him there.
So is it a Zinchenko or is it a Cucurella?
Zinchenko.
I don't mind having a. If you want to put an Arsenal player.
All
right, fair enough. Zinchenko is a left back. I have no qualms with that. Like I said, you might weren't even going to say him unless I did. So just putting that out there for those that think I'm a massive Arsenal rat. I am, but I can be sensible at times. Speaking of players that Hamza obviously never rated, at DM, I'm going for KP, my guy. Come to Man City. We're the biggest club in the world. Hamza, your guy KP, bro. He went to West Ham and he's playing even worse than he was playing at Man City. What do you think about that?
I don't know what happened to KP, man. Probably have to protect him, you know. My guy, I know I can't come at me. I don't criticize my players. It's unfortunate. I know. I wasn't the biggest fan for KP this season, from beginning. I think the only way that's gonna work for him, that normally our players would do well, like our Cole Palmer, he needs to move to Chelsea. Or Chelsea.
Calvin Phillips.
Chelsea.
Ali,
Chelsea's where my guys.
We're all right over here, bro.
Who's this guy on about?
Ali, you've been taking Sterling, you've been taking a couple other guys. Would you like to take Calvin Phillips?
Bro, the success rate ain't even it. Yeah, Palmer's a hit. Sterling is, you know what I mean? Whatever we want to call that one. I don't like them chances, innit? You man can hold on to him, bro.
Yeah, I hear it. So, what DM do you have, Ali?
I'm actually happy. I had Gravenberch, but I feel like Phillips is a better shout still. Gravenberch is, for me, it's just because from Football Manager, I had high expectations for Gravenberch, innit? Like, I thought he was going to set the Premier League alight a little bit, and he's been a bit underwhelming, not consistent. I think he's had a couple good games, but yeah, he's just not hit the heights that I thought he might do it this season.
Callum, DM?
I had 2 players written down. I had Calvin Phillips, but also special mention to Casemiro. Obviously, it's no surprise, but he's just rubbish.
I wanted to talk about Casemiro. Well done, Casemiro. Well done.
Yeah,
I might have to retract my thing, you know.
Yeah, I can go for that one as well.
I don't mind that.
It's a toss-up, really, because they're both incredibly awful. Like,
I think people have accepted that Calvin Phillips isn't that guy now. People still today think Casemiro.
There are a lot of United fans. He's a bit like he's in that Bruno conversation. Some of them love him, some of them hate him. So,
you know what? I like it. Should we agree, Casemiro? Are you man happy with that one?
Yeah,
I am. I'm good for Casemiro if you man are happy.
Yeah, I'm happy to throw him in. Either or was fine by me.
No problem. Did I miss someone? I think we all said our names, right? Oh no, Hamza, you didn't say one, but you're happy with Casemiro.
I was gonna say Casemiro.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a good one because I knew. Yeah, that guy's been underwhelming.
Yeah. So man, so bad. Right, we go into centre mid, so like a box to box or just general 8 over there. I'll let Ali start this one.
Yeah,
why are you smiling like that?
It's my time to bring a City player to the forefront here. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go for Mateus Nunes.
Hello.
You know what I mean? I think people have forgotten how good he was at Wolves, innit? At a point, like he was a very solid centre midfield, and this season he barely plays. He's going in the direction of KP. Like he's gonna end up just whittling away and that, and not playing, and then getting worse and worse, and then eventually goes on loan somewhere that no one cares about.
The only thing I would say is, like, did anyone really have? Obviously, Hamza could probably answer this question the best, but did anyone really have any expectations of Nunez to be
No.
regularly
Pep
starting
called
or
him the
be
best player
anything
in the
within
world
team?
last season. He called him the best player in the world.
No, but he's right. He's right. When we signed him,
Wait, he's right.
no, I'll tell you.
What I'm saying.
Pep is always right, bro. Pep is never wrong.
I'll tell you why. I've seen when we signed Ake first season, because he came from Bournemouth, we had to teach him the ways of winning. You don't get a player from Wolves and tell a Wolves player win me the league title. My guy's never seen a league title in his
He's
life.
taking the piss. He came from
So I need to show
Sporting.
this guy how to win league titles. So, he wants me, a guy that's been fighting relegation, to take me to the top, bro. That guy's gonna take me to the bottom, bro. Let me teach him our ways. Give him 2 seasons. His expectation wasn't that high, man.
Fair enough. I did not have Nunez. I went with a Chelsea player.
Oh yeah, of course he did.
It's a man. They call him the excuse
No
man.
prizes for guessing
now
who
is
this
that
is.
the last 5 months he's had a problem. But what about the 4 months before that, and what about the year before that as well? Enzo Fernandez. This is shocking at this point. He hasn't been injured the entire season, and when the first 3 months he was getting outplayed by Conor Gallagher. To me, if you spent £0.1 billion to buy a player, and Conor Gallagher's playing better than them, I don't know if I can be accepting of that. Ali, what do you think about that?
I couldn't protest this one more, innit? Like, the guy's been playing with a hernia. And if you're going to say, you can't say Conor Gallagher's been out before. He's been out running him. And you know what these pundits and that are like, yeah, Conor Gallagher's English and he runs a lot. He shows passion. So let's just pretend he's Chelsea's best midfielder. But he's not, innit? He just isn't. Enzo has been...
But you were talking about what does Declan Rice do that Conor Gallagher can't do?
Yeah, the question still stands, bro. Like, he's got the same aspects of his game, innit? My man's just playing in a very bad team. So we need him to do a bit more. It doesn't work in the Chelsea team. But the question still
just to
stands.
clarify, so you think Conor Gallagher is as good as Declan Rice?
No.
You don't think
that wasn't that wasn't what I said.
So hold on. So he can do everything as good as Declan Rice, but he's not as good as Declan Rice. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he's not as effective. He runs, he just runs a little bit more. Declan Rice is in a better team, so he's better right now. But you know what I mean? Put him in an effective system.
So Conor Gallagher is as good as Declan Rice, just to confirm.
No,
that's what you're saying.
We're getting, it's the language is off.
I'm
here.
sorry.
The language
I'm sorry.
is off.
So
here.
he's as good at everything as Declan Rice, but he's not better.
He's not as good at everything. He can do everything. If you want him to win the ball back, play as an A.
Okay, then so can I. I can do everything to a much worse standard.
No.
So I'm
no,
Declan Rice. Yeah, I can win the ball back way worse. I can run way worse. I can take set pieces way worse. So I'm Declan Rice as well. But anyway, the point is Enzo. Callum or Hamza? Any of you hearing the Enzo one? Hamza, what Enzo, you joining me?
He's been bad, man.
Bad. Yeah.
Beyond bad. Like, this guy, the only thing that hyped him up is him celebrating against Mason Mount. That was his highlight of the season.
And his tattoo
this
as
guy,
well. It's a cool one.
Yeah, the only goal he scored is against AFC Wimbledon, Division 2 team.
Scored a free kick against Aston Villa.
I think he scored Middlesbrough, no? Oh, Aston Villa in the Pampana.
Oh yeah, and then he took off and he did a Messi celebration.
Yeah. And Jackson was doing it.
Did you man see that free kick though? Oh my word! Oh my word! That free kick.
In the Carabao rounds, as well, in the final or something. Yeah. So, are you happy with Enzo, Hamza?
Yeah, 100%.
Callum, you got a different name there?
I had 2 players written down, and they both have been heavily affected by World Cup tax. I had Amrabat and Enzo, so I'm more than happy to go with Enzo.
I definitely hear Amrabat as well. I can't lie. I was there saying that he's going to be...
It got us again, didn't it?
United. Yeah.
World Cup tax.
Yeah, so Amrabat it is, yeah?
Both of them. Nah. I'll agree with Enzo. Sounds good.
Enzo it is. Fair enough. We're going into our, I guess, 4 attackers, if you will, or we have a 10 first, a midfielder. I have gone with, unsurprisingly, unless I've forgotten someone, SpongeBob of Liverpool. I think guys gassed him up. Ooh. They were saying, oh, Hungarian beast, what a player he is. He's so good. The first month, he was posing for IG pics. They were gassing him up. What signing of the season? where has he been for the last 7-8 months? That is underwhelming, shocking. I honestly, I don't know if it's exaggeration or not. I feel like time has passed, and I still maybe believe it. His performance at Old Trafford, I think it was, is the worst I've ever seen from an attacking midfielder. I don't think I've ever seen someone play that bad. He was on the floor. He was passing to the advertising boards. It wasn't good. And Liverpool fans, they're finally, match day 35, starting to say, you know what, maybe you guys were right. So that's my pick for attacking midfielder. Hamza, do you have someone?
Showbo's he's bad, man.
Okay, fair enough.
He's
Showbiz, like, yeah,
bad.
not a
And he
good
was
sign.
told to be Hungarian KDB or Hungarian Steven
Gerard, even they
Gerrard.
were saying, bro, Gerard,
What a joke.
that's a disrespect to
And they
Gerard. I
said he
can't
was a
lie.
steal from Leipzig. How did everyone miss this guy?
Yeah, everyone's right here, and no one picked up
Yeah.
Shobosly, and
He's
now we
another
know why.
next KDB. Look at how many assists he's having. The guy's having shockers. Can't
Hear
even.
it.
You got even Anthony winning games for Man United, man.
Mm,
Yeah, against him. And Amad Diallo dunking on this guy. And I'm
yeah, nah, it's
thinking,
bad.
this guy can't even do it against Atalanta.
Mm. It's true. He's been really, really poor. Ali, what do you think? Shobosly, or you got something different maybe in
Yeah,
mind?
I've gone for some twat from Portsmouth called Mason Mount. I feel like
Ooh,
that's why I was
yeah.
asking the question beforehand about injuries, innit? Because yeah, he's
Okay.
had injuries, but his performance is,
Well, also bad when
yes,
he
you get
played.
it,
I
also
agree.
bad. And then if you think about the
Mm.
fact that he had 1 year left on his contract, they've went and spent that money on him, and then he's not been able to play all season. And when he has played, he's been bad. It's like you clearly thought you needed him this season, and he was going to add a lot this season. And
Mm-mm.
you know what I mean? They're winning, what, 3-2, he comes on the pitch, they lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's a valid one. I just feel like it's mad you give this guy number 7 as well. Like they were desperate for my man, innit? That was like a howler. And they were talking about like he'll save United and blah blah blah. They were talking about Bruno, Mount, Casemiro. That's the trio now. Before Kobe Mino ever existed in their heads, they were gassing him up. But I feel like Szoboszlai was injured for a shorter period, and when he was fit, I mean, he's been terrible for a number of months. So I feel like Szoboszlai, low key, has been worse than Mason Mount. But at the same time, you know me, I never rated Mason Mount at any point in my life. So I still, to this day, don't really know what he's meant to be good at. So expectations from my end, I was laughing with United signed him. I said, you know what, fair play, Chelsea. You've scammed yet another team because wow, fair play. I'm going Szoboszlai. Callum, do you have a new name for us, or maybe one that we've said?
Nah, I've got Szoboszlai. I used to watch Leipzig a bit, purely because it's so rare. Because I used to use all their players in it, and I
Okay.
was impressed by him then. And then when he joined Liverpool in pre-season and the first few games of the season, I thought he might actually be good. Like he might beat Bundesliga tax.
Mm.
And no, like he's been so bad.
I think you
And
could
Liverpool
argue.
fans still gas him up, and it's like I get why, obviously, but like, it's incredibly difficult to hear them out on anything when it comes to
Yeah,
Shopify. I can't lie.
I think you could argue he is the worst signing of this season. Like I could be
He's got to
missing
be
one or
up
two
there.
maybe, but I think I could comfortably say with chest that he's the worst signing of this season, and I don't think it would be much of a miss. And with Klopp going as well, him running around, I mean, what use is that going to be when Klopp is gone? No more asthma pumps, no more inhalers. So let's see if Arne Slot likes people running around. I suppose we'll see. So I guess three of us are going to Szoboszlai. So there we go. That would be our attacking midfield complete. Casemiro, Enzo, Szoboszlai. I like that a lot. And now we end with our attack. We have 3 forwards. We're going to start with a right winger. Hamza, do you have a right winger for me? Who's been the worst right winger or the most underwhelming or uninspiring? There are a lot to choose from, I'll be honest with you. Because I wrote one down straight away, but then I started thinking of even more right wingers that have been
So that's okay. Sancho would have been there. Rashford.
right wing.
Right wing.
Same team though, to be fair. There's that team. You look over there, somebody wearing blue. There's some right wingers there as well.
Like,
Sterling.
leave us out of it for this one, man.
Sterling. Sterling.
There's a few right wingers from that team, is all I'm saying. There's one that I have, it's not Chelsea, but
Madueke.
it's another one.
Who
Yeah,
who,
he's
who
bad,
has he
man.
underwhelmed? Who expected anything from him?
No, listen, Madueke. You know
Cole Palmer
why I put
when he
Madueke?
was fighting for that
This
penalty.
this Madueke guy, he shows us clips every single time on his Twitter.
Mm,
Him banging free kicks from like mad level, and then on real game, yeah, I can't see those shots.
mm.
Yeah, empty goals. He's banging top corners, and then Chelsea fans retweeting and say he's back, he's back. And then I don't see this guy. So he's been bad. He's one of the guys.
Ali, Madueke, what are your thoughts on that?
I think that's a ridiculous pick. I'm not even his biggest fan in it, but to put him in underwhelming 11, like none of you man had any expectations for Madueke come the start of the season.
Whoa.
I was expecting him
Guys were
maybe to
chatting to
get
me
sent
that he
on
came
loan.
from Eredivisie and he's cold. No, they were telling me he came from Eredivisie, like he's a beast and that. He's got cold aura as well, cold trim. So I mean, I was told that he's gonna push on from that consolation goal we scored against Arsenal last season when you guys got dunked on yet again by Arsenal. Obviously, you might forget what game because it just keeps on happening. In fairness, but yeah, Madueke is not my right winger. But I'll let you go first, Ali, or I'll let you go next, Ali, on your right winger before I give mine. Who do you have in mind?
I did have a few names, but I think I went for
Okay.
Kulusevski in the end. I feel like,
Mm.
yeah, he's just not. I'm starting to actually think he's not the player that I thought he was, isn't it? Like, it's very far and few
Mm.
between his good performances or his good moments. And I don't know if he's been in and out of the team this season because of injuries or whatever, but you'd think with the wingers that Tottenham have, like, it's not hard to be like that guy or to be starting in
Mm.
it.
I think he is underwhelmed compared to what people were saying he would be like, compared to like Saka and whatnot back then. But playing in the 10, he's been all right. He looks a bit dangerous. He's not played as much on the right wing. And when he has, he's not been as bad as my right wing shot, which is a man who just scored his first Premier League goal of the entire season on the weekend. It is a Brazilian man named Anthony who, when scoring, he was doing some pose like he was a pterodactyl, the way his head was down like that for his goal. So I think a right winger, again, costing 100 M's the year before, they sent Sancho away and everyone away so that he can be the one to play. Ahmad is holding bench. That pastry guy or whatever is chilling somewhere for Anthony. That's Ten Hag's man. Nobody should complain that Ten Hag hasn't got his players. That's his player there, and he has been woeful. So I nominate Anthony. Callum, who have you got in mind?
I also had Anthony, but I also had written down. He's someone probably no one here would have had like major expectations, but maybe Villa fans would have expected more. But I'd say Zaniolo, like he's
Okay,
been
yeah.
poor for Villa, and they've only got him on loan, but they still spent £5 million to get this loan in, and he's just been. I can't think of a single game where he's looked even remotely decent, and that's been generous. So yeah, but yeah, no, Anthony is 100% the pick for me.
Yeah, Zaniolo. I mean, he has been. I say all right. Like for his standards of start of the season, he's been all right for the last maybe 3 or 4 weeks. So, but I hear what you're saying in general, though. Like obviously they thought, yeah, you're getting like some Serie A beast or whatever and that. But yeah, that one definitely wasn't good. So it's Anthony, Madueke, and Ali said
Kulusevski. But I'm happy to go for
Kulusevski.
Anthony. Like, he was my other guy. I just felt like he was definitely
Yeah.
going to be up.
Who
Yeah,
else did
I
you
feel
vote for, Ali? Who else?
What did you say, Hamza?
I want to see what else. Who else did he vote for other than Anthony scored one goal in the Premier League this season.
And one
Who
assist.
else is there? What are the names?
What do you mean? What are you asking, Hamza?
Now I say, what other names does Ali have?
Oh,
Oh, the names I just
He said
considered were,
Kulusevski.
Kulusevski. I did think about Mo Salah, but I think he's done just about enough to...
He's good. He's good. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
scrape on by.
you know what? I wouldn't mind a bit of Mo Salah slander, but I think when a man has one goal,
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard. It's hard to look past
That's
that.
why
Innit?
some
But
men are
Salah,
lucky. They're lucky that he's
yeah,
so
yeah,
bad.
yeah, yeah. You are. Yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't really think about that, but I can't lie. For this last 5 months, you could easily sell it to me, and I think I'd have it. But obviously, most of us have already gone with Anthony, so that's fair enough. We'll go over then to our last two positions. We'll go to the striker. Callum, who's your striker?
Haaland, 100%.
Huh?
Without a
Okay.
doubt. He's been disappointing this year. And this is also the reason why I pick him is because it's hard to, when you have such an incredible season like he did last year, it's very hard to top that. But he's been poor. Like, it's not even like he's a step down. He's been a couple of steps down from where he was at last year, in my opinion, anyway.
What? Worse than Jackson?
Bro, no one's asking you who's the better striker.
Yeah, but
That's not what we're asking
yeah, but
you.
it's Nicholas
Jackson,
Jackson. Like,
who does
Nicholas
this to
Jackson,
the
we all know is
fan
terrible.
base? This is open sitters.
So does Haaland.
Like, through on goal.
So does
To be fair,
Haaland.
so is
Through
Haaland,
on
to be
goal.
fair.
Sitters. Goes past everyone. Bro, empty goal, not on target.
At least he goes past
Saliba.
everyone.
But this guy,
Your boy's
even
just
headers,
clunking around like a League Two player.
It had to be one name. One name has to be there. He's a shameless guy.
Wait,
One
hold
of
on.
the worst striker we've ever had in the Premier League.
Before you go, Hamza, Ali, who do you have?
Me, Jackson, man.
No, Ali. Who does Ali
I
have?
got that Norwegian lump of tree, fam. Erling Haaland, man. Just gets his head on the end of easy tap-ins and
33
that.
goals overall.
Wow.
Bro's tied with Cole Palmer for
Hamza.
Golden Boot. Whoa. What a beast.
No, he's got one more.
Oh,
21,
damn.
20.
He's
He's only scored one penalty.
got one more
got
goal
only
than
one
Cole
penalty.
Palmer. What a guy.
The Cole Palmer's got like 9 penalties. He's got 1 penalty.
And
Is it one penalty for Haaland?
Yeah, 1 or 2 penalties.
one or
Sure,
two.
it's one.
Go and check it.
And how many
No,
sitters
I don't
has he
mind,
missed?
Yeah, but you know, we're talking about sitters.
Yep.
It's Jackson. The worst player, worst striker. Chelsea's probably worst striker. And you know, you guys have had people like, what's the name? Fernando Torres, Shevchenko, who's been bad. He's one of your worst players as a striker. You've had. You cast Lukaku, but Ali will pray to have Lukaku back. You would love to have Lukaku back.
I wouldn't. Bro, you saw how he was bloody giving your team trouble. Yeah, he couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. Fair enough, his finishing ain't the best, but your man couldn't contain him.
You're telling me Jackson's better than Lukaku?
He will be. Lukaku's just about a better finisher, but his all-round game, his all-round game, bro, his all-round is better than Haaland's, man. Grow up.
No way. I think he's the worst Premier League striker I've ever seen in my life. That's how much.
Can Haaland make a 5-yard pass?
Bro, I scored those kind of goals. I've
seen people in League 1 and League 2 who've got better tech than Haaland.
I think Roy Keane was right.
Who's letting Haaland join their rondo?
Yeah.
Everybody's running away
His
from
touch
him,
is
bro.
awful.
Nobody wants to see him there.
But this guy is having shots on target. He can't even shoot. Forget the goal. He doesn't even shoot on target. Bro, he goes past everyone. Saliba goes on the floor. He shoots and he looks at. Bro, this guy. Tell me a goal that you remember him scoring.
Emenya. Who gave Saliba and Gabriel a tougher time? Jackson or Haaland?
No, I can't. It was Jackson.
Thank you.
It was Jackson.
Thank you very much.
But Haaland's already top of the league. He's gonna win.
So what? That means he stopped playing.
He's second.
He stopped playing now.
He's second, by the way. And he's
Okay. Haaland scored 33 goals and he's missed 3 months.
He scored 33 goals where?
Yeah, he scored 33 goals.
In the Premier League, yeah? In the Premier League team of the season, he scored
Premier
33
League
goals.
21, I think Champions League like 7, FA Cup.
Okay,
like
so we can
4.
ignore those.
FA Cup team of the season,
Ignore those
bro.
ones, bro.
We can
How
make
many
FA
has
Cup team of
Jackson
the season
scored?
later.
How many
innit?
overall goals does he have?
I think it's like 12.
By the way,
13.
Haaland's got 4 penalty goals, by the way, Hamza.
Wow. So it was 4 times as many as what you tried to pretend.
But this
Yeah,
guy, how many
and he had
penalties
2 in the Champions League.
Hold on.
Hamza,
Let me
Hamza,
say Jackson.
Hamza, no, stop. So, hold on, Hamza. Let me be honest with you. Because you were late, yeah, we decided to troll you. So that's why we said Hamza.
Jeez.
But you know who I've got instead? Julian Alvarez. Get that guy.
He's played as midfielder.
Julian Alvarez, they were telling me he's the second best striker in the league. He's making my team, bro. That one is not a troll. That one we're not having
he's
fun.
played as a midfielder.
And it doesn't. If you play midfield, out wide, in the middle, he's been bad on all of them.
No,
bro.
because Pep didn't have. Listen, the reason why Pep missed De Bruyne, so he tried to play him as a De Bruyne role.
it
Guess
didn't
what?
work.
He banged in goals as a midfielder. Alvarez banged in goals as a midfielder. He was behind him, Foden, and Doku, or him, Foden, and Bernardo were playing behind Haaland. And guess how many goals he scored overall? Check how many goals he scored. And he's never played as a striker.
I saw with my eyes. I don't know. Is it more than Jackson? I wouldn't know, but he's played up front. Bro, I've seen him playing as a forward, and
he's better than Havertz and all that stuff. No way better than Havertz. Way better. He's more technically gifted than Havertz. No way that guy, He's good. Let me see how many goals he scored.
So you want to put Havertz in this? Is that what you're saying? Havertz
let me check
underwhelmed.
how many goals do you think Alvarez scored overall?
I couldn't really care less about how many goals he scores. I'm watching with my eyes, bro.
No, but it doesn't matter about eyes. It's about goals. It's how many goals he
He's
scored.
got 9
Overall,
that
he
it?
scored 9 goals.
Okay.
in the league.
But Havertz,
9 in the league.
Havertz is playing in midfield half the games
9
as
in
well.
the league.
and
How many has
he's
Havertz
got
scored?
more than that, like 11, 12 maybe?
Oh, okay. So Havertz played as a striker.
No.
And this guy played as a midfielder.
Oh, wait. So you get to use that he's played in midfield for games, but I can't use that Havertz played in midfield for half the season as well. Interesting.
No way you can.
Shameless.
Interesting.
That's
So
a
hold
joke.
on, just to quickly clarify, because we have one position left and the Champions League starting soon. So who are you man's actual strikers? If you want to say Haaland, you can say Haaland. I don't mind, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, Callum, go.
I did have Haaland down on my list, but I also wrote down Beto as well because
I had Beto as a shortlisted.
Yeah.
With Alvarez. All right, so Ali says Haaland. Callum went with Beto or whatever. Hamza wants Jackson, and I'm saying Alvarez. Anybody want to move real quick before we finish off with the
I'll move to Alvarez.
yeah, I'm happy to throw in
Alvarez?
Alvarez as well. Yeah,
All right, cool.
it's fine.
Alvarez. My guy, Ali.
Alvarez.
Alvarez scored 17 goals overall, more than
He's bringing other competitions for what, bro? Why is he bringing other competitions? It's Premier League. Underwhelming,
Jackson
bro.
is the worst striker in the Premier League,
For the
apparently, and my man's got less goals.
They tell me Alvarez is the second best striker in the league, but he can't even get games there when Haaland's out for how many months? Fascinating, if you ask me. No problem. No problem. But when Haaland was out for a couple months, he didn't play up front, apparently to Hamza.
We'll remember this next year.
Keep remembering. Right, we finished with our left winger then. I am telling you right now, my left winger is someone that said he's going to have a big season this year after a struggling first one. Mikhailo Mudryk. Stinker. Anybody back that, or you got someone else?
I got someone else.
That guy.
I got Martinelli.
Shush.
He's been bad. Come on, be serious. He's been so poor this year.
No, but he's done more than Mudryk still. 100
Yeah,
goals.
that's true.
I don't know if he has.
Yes, he has. What do you mean? He's got winners against like Man City and that, bro.
And Mudryk's got winners against Newcastle.
In a Premier League video, in what was his
He's got goals against Arsenal.
Goals? It's goal.
I was meant to list a couple more teams.
Nah. Hamza, who's your left winger?
Me, there's no doubt
Mudryk.
than one guy, yeah?
Mudryk.
Mudryk has been very, very, very poor. Very poor. Shocking as a footballer. Yeah, no doubt about it. But Martinelli takes it.
No, guys.
Guys.
I was being nice. I gave you guys an Arsenal player, bro.
He's gonna be. Listen, people said this guy is gonna kill it this season. The fact that he's getting benched by Trossard and he's become a bench warmer for Arsenal. Arteta doesn't even rate him that much anymore. And he scored only 3 goals this season and has been shockingly bad.
So we're going to put two Arsenal players in a flop team of the season.
Martinelli must be.
Well, unfortunately, they have been flops, and like I like Martinelli. I think he seems like a cool guy and all, but he's just been been so bad.
You man are lucky that I don't even have the energy to fight it, man. All right, that's all. No, you know what? Hey, one person back.
I feel like
Mudryk, man.
another player deserves a special shout. Marcus Rashford, isn't it, for that left wing?
Yeah, let's all go Rashford. You man, let's shake hands. Rashford.
I did have Rashford written down as well.
Satisfying for me still. So
no, you man, let's shake hands, Rashford. Oh,
bring Martinelli to the table, man.
All right. Oh, the foot is corrupted, guys. There's no left winger. Sorry about that one, guys. The video ends there. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Our final team is Robert Sanchez, Kieran Trippier, Badeshile, Disasi, Zinchenko, Caicedo, Enzo Szoboszlai, Anthony, Alvarez.
You mean Casemiro, not Caicedo?
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't
Sorry.
We can throw Caicedo in there as well. Don't worry, it's fine. I don't mind.
Casemiro, Enzo Szoboszlai, Anthony, Julian Alvarez.
Martinelli.